welcome back to another episode of TubeTalk.
Thank you, Kate. Small week last week, but a big week this week.
Very big. So before we get into last week's runners, have to mention that Matthew is in the UK.
Matthew Allnut is in the UK. He sent me a photo of him drinking. Well, he was actually in Ireland. He sent me a photo of him drinking a pint of Guinness. And he's
Let's hope he's doing some work.
Yeah. I doubt it. No, he is. And he's having a couple of days there. And he heads to Newmarket this weekend. The horse and training sale. We've had so much success, and he'll be buying European stayers for Australia for us to come back. And we've got 3 of those horses running in Australia this weekend. So he's buying next week. So if anybody is interested in being involved in those, give me a call. 0508 Go Racing or Albert at
GoRacing.co.nz.
That's it, GoRacing.co.nz.
Okay, so let's get into last week. Sanctify broke through for her maiden win on Wednesday.
Very impressive. Slow out of the gates, 3 lengths behind the second last horse. Patient ride. Got out at the 200 and buried them. Won by 2 lengths going away. Very promising 3-year-old filly, I think, going forward. Might be an Oaks type of filly.
Then we had Remy Mura, who ran second.
Another reliable man, filly. She's been in great form. Last 3 starts, 2 seconds and a third. A lot of speed on. She was a long way off them. Charge time couldn't quite get there. She'll step up in ground next start. Run on Melbourne Cup Day at Eagle Farm. Be very hard to beat.
Cool. Now it's time to get into this week. So on Tauranga on Friday in race 4 we have She Speeds.
A horse we think a lot of, 3-year-old filly on debut. Think she's going to be a filly that's going to get over a bit of ground. We think we'll see her in some group 3-year-old fillies races later on. Over 1600 metres plus, could well be an Oaks filly, we think. Wide draw, track's a bit wet for her, and 1200 metres too short. Everything against her, she'll get back in the field, but look for her running home really well. Wants a firmer track, but she's a horse to follow deep into this preparation.
Cool. Then in race 5 we have Thread the Needle.
Thread the Needle, horse that's shown us a lot of ability on wet tracks, but has had quite a few problems. She was fresh up, had 1 run fresh up. It was a nice run. Track should suit. Matt Cameron on board suits. Wide barrier draw makes it a bit difficult. She's going to have to find a spot. If she can get a spot with cover, she's a real chance. The danger is she could get caught wide in the running.
Cool. And then in race 9 we have Dealers Done.
Deal's Done. Second up, very smart Done Deal horse. We ran him in some group races as a 3-year-old. Nice barrier draw of 4, 1400 metres, a touch short for him, but he should posse up quite handy. Michael Coleman in the saddle. Would want the track to get a bit better, wouldn't want it any worse than slow 7. Worked up well, definite each way chance.
Cool. Then on Saturday in Ellerslie in race 5 we have Reposer Repeater.
Second up again, lovely barrier draw of 1. As long as the inside isn't off with the rain that we've had, he should be able to sit behind the speed but in front of midfield. 1400 metres suits, and he should run well. Chelsea Burden on board, taking 3 kilos off.
Cool. Then in race 9 we have Pull Your Socks Up.
Very smart 4-year-old mare. She's already stakes placed. Really good fresh up 1. Has an awkward barrier draw. Sam Spratt in the saddle. A little bit of rain around won't bother her. If she gets some cover in the running, she is a definite winning chance. She's going to go a long way this prep.
Cool. Then also in race 9 we have Decadence.
Another very, very talented 4-year-old mare. She's going to go a long way this prep too. Like both the horses in this race. Lovely barrier draw of 6. Beautiful trial leading into it. She should get a nice draw sort of just in front of midfield, maybe 4th, 5th, 6th, somewhere like that. Doesn't want the track to get too wet, but she can win. Both those horses can win that race.
Cool. Then in Riccarton on Saturday in race 5 we have a Running Man.
A horse we've seen south to Andrew Carston, can run time, this horse. He won his maiden 1200 and 108, took over 108. Unlikely to make the field. He's 3rd on the ballot and looks like the track will be rain affected and he needs a good track, so a doubtful starter.
Then in that same race, we have Titanium Jack.
4th on the ballots. Again, wants a good track, won't get it. Loves the straight 6 at Riccarton. Doubtful starter. If either of those horses got in and it was a firm track, they'd both be chances. But they probably won't get in. There are very few scratchings ever at Riccarton.
Then at Eagle Farm on Saturday in race 4, we have Elward.
Horse in great form. Ran second in a $150,000 listed race last start. Just beaten by a Group 1 winner. He won 2 starts before that. Goes 1,815 metres. Has freshened up for it. Big winning chance. The only concern is he's got barrier 8 of 9. Might have to get back, and if there's no tempo on the race, it'll make it hard for him, or if he gets caught out wide. If there's enough tempo and he's got cover, he's hard to beat.
Cool. Then also at Eagle Farm on Saturday in race 6, we have Oberlos.
Oberlos, a horse that we know has got a lot of ability, but things have gone against him. He's got wide draws, he's been exposed too early, he's had to travel without cover, he's pulled hard on slow tempos, all these things have gone against him. Saturday again, he's got a wide draw, 9 of 10 doesn't help. He will go back and be asked to get behind horses and settle. The tempo is the key. If there's a good speed in the race, he is a realistic chance. If there's not good speed in the race, he's going to be in trouble.
Cool. Then in Radwick in race 9, we have Sir Pippin.
So the last 3 horses we've talked about, Elward, Oberlos, Sir Pippin, all horses bought from the Northern Hemisphere. Stays.
Oh.
Sir Pippin, fresh up, won his first 2 races arriving in Australia. Never finished further back than 4th. He won his trial leading into this. He's got 59.5 kilos, so we're taking 3 kilos off his back to claim. He's got a bad barrier draw 14. 1,500 metres is short of his best. He will get back, he will relax, he'll find a nice rhythm, and he'll run home well. It'll probably be too short for him, and he won't be able to get there in time, but it'll set him up nicely for an 1,800 metre races next start.
Then on Monday at Te Rapa in race 5, we have Exuberant.
Very smart 3-year-old colt. He's a stakes winner already, and he's Group 3 placed. He's rated 72, but we've got him in a 65 1200 because of his age, and we're claiming 3 kilos off him with Chelsea Burden in the saddle. He's only going to carry 58 kilos. Awkward draw. He wouldn't want the track to get too wet, so we don't want the rain on Monday to come. He's a natural go forward horse. He'll be somewhere up in the firing line. His work this week was good, and he has to be a good chance.
Cool. So now it's time for our Cox Plate picks.
Yes.
So
very interesting. I just say, Kate, very interesting Cox Plate. Winx is obviously one of the last 4 years, and it's been small fields. This year, it's a big, wide open field. I think barrier draws have played a big part in who the chances are, and I feel sorry for Humidor and their connections because he's run placings in the last 2 Cox Plates and didn't make the field. I think he deserved to get up. So anyway, our picks.
So our picks are Very Elegant.
I like Very Elegant. I think she's got an enormous motor. James McDonald on board, barrier 5, last start winner. She galloped well at the Valley and handled it. There'll be a lot of question marks over how she corners, but she should have cover, and if she does, I think she's got a very good turn of foot, and at about $17, I think she's a good win option.
Cool. Then our second pick is Liz Grasho.
I went for her because it's a Japanese horse. All the word on her is that she is far better than Murder Glace, who won the Caulfield Cup last week, and that they think she's just a step above this field. So she's got to be very hard to beat. I didn't put her on top because she's got barrier 15, and that could make things difficult. So if anything outside of that barrier 14 and wider, I just think it might be a bit too difficult that they've drawn. So I've knocked her back from first to second. And then
Finally, our
third
pick is Avilius.
Avilius, really like him. I think his 2,000 metres is really his go. He's been consistently very good. I think he's been set for this race. I think Moonee Valley will suit him, and I think he's a good chance. That's our top 3.
That is our top 3, and now it is time for Bit of the Week. So our Bit of the Week this week is at Ellerslie in race 8, called Travelling Lights.
Yeah, and the Soliloquy Stakes, Travelling Light, she's won 2 from 2. She won at Manamana last week and just destroyed them. Absolutely destroyed some good horses. So she's got barrier 2. Got to like that. She won't mind a bit of moisture around, which there is. It's a very even field, but I think sort of she's coming from 550 to 480 already. And I think she's the horse that we're going to beat, and she's one I'll have my money on.
Cool. So that is it.
Thank you, Kate, and we'll see everyone next week.
Bye.
Front straighter, and it's Atahua Love the Dream. Spates looking for a run, I wonder why. Danny Green, wider out Rosso Cavallo, going through Spates in the middle with I wonder why. Spates hit the lead from I wonder why. Atahua Love the Dream, out deeper now Sanctify. Sanctifies from last, is zooming past them, and Sanctifies a big winner.